Coach, I think in the first half you called those timeouts pretty close to one another. At that point, it's still early in the game. You kind of get a sense of how the game's going to not play out, but how things are going.
Oh, yeah, there's no question that we won 5 of their first 7 points are strictly off scout report, you know, and I thought that we had a good spirited workout today and had a pretty decent practice yesterday. I thought we'd be somewhat ready to play, but we weren't. And they were, even though we were only down 1 at halftime, it was an ugly one. I mean, it felt like it could have been 6 or 8. And then, but you know, of a positive, if there was any, at least the first half, our defense kind of kept us in it. Our rebounding stunk, but our defense kind of kept us in it because they had 12 turnovers and we had 9 steals, and that was one of our emphasis. We got to get more active with our hands. And in the second half, they played perfect, and you know it's unbelievable how well you can do if you don't turn the ball over. And they didn't have any turnovers. We had no steals. We didn't trade anything second half.
Coach, they really doubled hard down in T-Rob in the block. Did you feel like his ability in the first half, you kind of struggled passing out of that? Did that kind of throw the flow of your offense out a little bit?
Well, you know what I think maybe a little bit, but the whole deal is they doubled with the low guy, came from underneath. I mean, what's stuff we practiced against? And he didn't do a great job with it. He tried to shoot it in the trap one time. I mean, guys don't understand that you know, possession early in the game still counts, and we wasted so many possessions early that allowed them to be comfortable. And you know, when you allow teams to be comfortable, they get confidence. But I didn't think we handled it great. But on the flip side, we got a lot of wide open shots. You know, you got to make some shots, and you know, it says we're 6 of 23 from 3. We weren't. We were 3 for 20. We made 3 when the game was over. So I mean, we're 3 for 20 from 3, and they make 11. You know, that's basically the difference in the game, and they make their free throws and we don't. As poorly as we played, and certainly didn't get stops when we needed to, you know, if we make our free throws at least at a better percentage and don't go 3 of 20 when the game's on the line, then I think that, you know, the outcome possibly could have been different, but they controlled the game. They whipped us.
Did it seem like the layoff might have?
I think Davidson had finals too, so I'm not behind in any of that.
How do you think your guards handled their guards?
Terrible. I mean, hey, their point guard, if I'm not mistaken, took six shots, scored 21 points, had 1 turnover. So you know, it's they did a really good job.
You kind of have a quick turnaround with the game Thursday. What's your biggest concern going into the game, or anything you want to really emphasize or focus on?
Well, yeah, I mean, you watched it. I think you could probably list, you know, there's a baker's dozen things that we should emphasize and work on, but we don't have 40 hours of practice time between now and Thursday. So, you know, it's a kind of a fine line. You gotta, you know, we look tired, you know, and I don't know why, but we look tired. And you gotta be fresh to play, but you gotta practice to get better. So we'll work hard and we'll practice hard, but we just won't practice long the next couple of days.
Well, it seems like the road for you guys in recent years has been through mid-major teams on a neutral floor, similar to this kind of game a lot of times in the tournament. What can you guys take from this?
We lost to UMass here too, you know, so we haven't lost many games, you know, and I guess this is our 9th loss in the last 3 years, so it's not like people are just whipping us, but you know, I don't know exactly. It's this team. I don't know if you can take as much from this game as you can maybe the other games, because this team's not that good. You know, other games where you're more talented and somebody beats you, you consider that an upset. That wasn't an upset tonight, and we have to be sharp every night we play. There's not as much margin for error, and we weren't sharp. I mean, the thing about, in order to have great seasons, you got to win games you're supposed to win, and then the games maybe that are your coin flip games, you got to win 70% of those. You know, this is a team that's, I don't know, mature enough to understand that we have to play really well to beat the teams that maybe they don't think are our equals, which is total crap. This team was our equal. We knew that coming in, and certainly they played like it tonight. So.
Well, coming off the Ohio State game, was a little bit of a reality check, I guess, to show you guys the things you have to get better at going into conference play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can spin it into a positive. That they exposed us and things we got to get better at. That's good. I like that. That'll be my talk on the bus. Okay, this is good that this happened. But I do think that this is what the reality check is. The reality check is we got to be really focused, play really hard, play really smart, and play to our strengths in order to have a chance to beat anybody on our schedule.
And how do you,
But when we do that, we're pretty good. So
and how do you develop that focus, where that it's a consistency?
I don't know. You know, it's something that we struggled with since October 15th. We don't really have. You know, to me, this is what I really think, and this could be coaching. This could be a lot of things. So I'm not putting the blame on the players. I'm not putting it on really anybody. But the reality of it is, you know, depth is such a great thing. But depth isn't great because of injuries, and depth isn't great because of foul problems. Depth is great because when guys don't play the way you want them to, they don't have to play. That's why depth is great. And everybody else says other things. No, that's it. And we just don't have, you know, guys that can come in and yet they can come in and us not skip a beat, which is a pretty nice thing to have. So
I know you said Tyshawn wasn't going to play 30 minutes, but he ended up playing 33. Is that just because of what was unfolding in the game?
yeah, and plus he felt fine. So yeah, doctor said he's fine.
Anything else, guys?
Okay.